All right, welcome to today's InstaClubhouse session. It's Kellen from Boys and Girls Club of Western PA. Today, we're going to be talking about friendship. But before we get started, we have to go over our ropes like we always do. So let me pull those up real quick. So as always, we start with our ropes, starting with R. In this session, we want to make sure that we respect everyone's voice and treat everyone as equals. Please keep in mind you are responsible for your role in this discussion. You're going to be held accountable for your actions. Along with that, we do record every session for everyone's safety, but also these sessions do get posted onto YouTube for anyone who misses our sessions today. Moving on to O, we remind everyone to remain open-minded. This is a public space, and we want everyone to feel comfortable here, and keep in mind that everyone has different thoughts and opinions, and look at it as an opportunity to learn. Going along with that opportunity, I'm glad you guys took advantage of the opportunity to connect with each other and share with different people today. Moving on to P, just like we had today, be a little bit patient. We had some technical difficulties with my voice going on there for a second, so we got that squared away. But just remember to be patient with us as we're learning this new form of getting together. Next is participation. We do encourage everyone to participate. It's supposed to be an interactive experience, but we also do respect that you can choose to pass or participate. Moving on to E, putting forth that effort. Again, the effort of just being here and connecting and logging on with us. We really appreciate that. Even if you choose not to share, we do expect that you try to do these activities on your own. The next E is engaged. Being focused, kind of removing all those distractions that might be around you in your house, so you can be focused on our conversation. Enjoy. We are going to be learning different things, but we also want to try to have fun. So your feedback is really important to make sure we're making sure this is an enjoyable experience. Space. Giving space for people to speak here on the online forum. It can get a little bit crowded with conversation. So when someone's talking, just give them a few seconds to make sure they finish their thought. And then our last S is safe. This is a safe space. Bullying, disrespect, inappropriate behaviors will not be tolerated. Again, the sessions are recorded, so if there is an issue, we will deal with those things. All right, so I will stop presenting for a second. And before we, again, get into the actual lesson, I do have an announcement from Miss Kara about the InstaClubhouse winner for this week. So I'm actually going to pull that up as well so we can watch that video real quick. And then you guys can see who won this week. So let's present that. All right. Good morning, everybody. Girls Club, and we're going to take our winner for weekly to Clubhouse only. And we have our last session today and we also have our self-guided sessions that are posted to Clubhouse link on our website. Those self-guided sessions can be done 24/7. They are done in time and All right, so Cheyenne, you are our winner this week. This is your first time winning, so I don't know if you've seen the email from Miss Kara yet, but you'll be connected with her and she'll be getting you a gift card for your prize this week. Have you got your email yet, Cheyenne?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right, so we can get into our actual session for today. We got all the other stuff out of the way. Just quick check-in, see how you guys are doing, and also the additional question for today. I just want you to name one of your friends. So today's lesson is about friendship. So you don't have to give a lot of detail, like last names or anything, but just name someone that you consider to be a friend. So we'll start with Cheyenne. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good today, and one of my friends' name is Courtney.
Courtney, awesome. Casey, how we doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
And one of my friends, I think Keisha.
Keisha? Why isn't Keisha here?
Yeah, I don't know. She doesn't like being on the phone. Like she'll come to CareerWorks, their building, but she doesn't really like being on the phone a lot.
Okay. I mean, man, it's supposed to be rough for her right now since she can't go to school and see people in person. So all she has is the phone to communicate. So that's kind of rough right now. But moving forward, I guess I'll go. I'm doing pretty well. It's a nice day outside, so I took my daughter for a walk this morning, so that was really nice. And then a friend of mine, I would say, my friend Mike. We went to high school together, and he lives in Philly, but we're still really close. We still text and talk and stuff like that. So when we talk about friendship, how do you become friends with someone? How does that happen?
You talk to them?
Okay. So someone you can talk with. But think back to when you first became friends with Courtney. What made you guys friends? Casey, how did you and Keisha become friends?
She was new and no one liked her or whatever for some apparent reason. And I just talked to her and we just were best friends ever since 7th grade.
Okay. So she was new and you kind of were the first person to reach out to her.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Cheyenne? How did you and Courtney's friendship start?
Well, I moved to a different school, and I was new to the school, and she talked to me. I guess I would just say talking to new people, and we just started being friends.
Okay. So it kind of someone had to take that first step. So Casey made the first step and Courtney made the first step, but someone has to actually start the conversation with you. That makes sense. What are some other ways that people become friends? So there is just talking with each other. Are there some people that you've been friends with just over time? They just always have been there?
Yeah.
What about you, Casey?
Yeah, my friend Tyona. We've been friends since we were younger. We're not best friends, but we know each other super well. We're in the same group. It's me, Bree, Ty, and Keisha.
Okay. So a group. I like that as well. When you develop a group of friends, what kind of bonds you together as friends? How does that kind of come about?
Well, we all talk to each other and tell each other stuff, and it's just, I don't know. We have a 4 out of 4. So yeah.
Okay. What about you, Cheyenne? How does a group of friends develop?
Maybe you're in the same sport or something, and you start they start talking to each other more, and they form a group.
Definitely. A lot of times when it's a shared interest, if you all play a sport or you all like a TV show and you all connect on that kind of common interest, that develops that friendship. Okay. Do you have any friends that maybe you went through something with them and that made you become friends? So
yes.
Okay. So can you tell us about that, Cheyenne?
Well, this girl, when I moved to a new school, I guess people started rumors saying stuff I said and I didn't, and she ended up not liking me, and I guess she wanted to fight me or something. And my dad or something, I think we talked it out, we worked it out. And later on, she became one of my best friends, and we always went over each other's houses and stuff. So
going through that tough experience, going through that drama made you guys closer. Once you figured out no, that wasn't true, you worked it out, and then that person became your friend.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Casey? Is there like something you went through an experience with someone and it just like drew you closer as friends?
Well, yeah, my friend, I'm not gonna really like say which one, but there was a whole bunch of rumors that, stuff was happening with her and a bunch of guys, and really nothing ever happened. And everyone was telling me like I would be considered the word that she was getting called if I kept hanging out with her, and I still hung out with her. I don't care. Like, I never cared about what someone thought of me. Like, I don't care.
No, that's big. I mean, when it's your friend, and especially being teenagers, like rumors and gossip and things like that, it's big when you stick by your friend. Like, you don't succumb to like other people just talking. You know that person, like you're close to them. You've been through some stuff with them, and you know who they truly are. So it doesn't matter what other people say. It has to come from like that actual person. Okay. There's one other way that people become friends. Do either one of you have friends through your family? So like,
yeah, no, kind of.
So like, do you have any friends where it's like your mom and their mom are friends, so you grew up together, so you're friends just because like?
But I don't like them. But yeah, my mom, she makes me hang out with them though.
That happens. That definitely does. And I think as you get older, you become teenagers, you kind of get away from that person just because you're now like you don't have to rely on your parents to introduce you to people and stuff like that. So now it's like I got my own set of friends, but a lot of times your first friends are friends of your parents. Let me ask you something, because I think I'm getting to that phase, this phase of my life now where people are telling me I'm going to start becoming friends with my kids' friends' parents. Does that make sense? So like, because our kids will go to school together and like they'll play on sports teams together. So we'll be hanging out all the time because we have to. So it kind of like flips when your kids get older. Do your parents deal with that at all?
No.
No, not really.
I mean, she's friends with my friends' moms. But they all went to high school, but not what you're talking about.
Okay. It's important that you kind of think about, how do you become friends with people? Because like you said, the friends that you had in like kindergarten, you might still be like familiar with them, but they might not be your best friend. You know what I mean? Like what's what I'm looking for? Kind of the connection you have doesn't necessarily mean have to do with how long you knew that person. You know what I mean? So you might know someone for a year and you're closer to them than someone you've known your whole life. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we're still talking about friendships. We talked kind of about how friendships start, but what are like the levels of friendship? So like if you were gonna like they talk about like your BFF, your best friend, a friend, an acquaintance, how would you kind of talk about your levels of friendship? If there was like layers to your friendship, how would you kind of describe them? Let me phrase that a little better. Who is the closest friend to you? What would you call them?
Best friend?
Best friend?
My best friend.
Okay. Because like for me, like I call my closest friends, I hate to say it, they're mostly guys, but they're like my brothers. Like I do have one like blood brother, like he's my older brother, but like my friends that are beyond just friends, they're like family. Do you have anyone like that?
No.
Okay. Okay, so you both said best friend. What's the level after best friend?
Friend?
Friend, okay. Do you agree, Casey?
Wait, you mean like after y'all being best friends for so long, just like?
Yeah, so like it's like I'm going to use Bree as example because I know her. Like Bree could be your best friend, but the next level like away from that would be like Cheyenne said, it goes best friend then friend.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I didn't mean that.
Okay. So what would you guys say? So you have your best friend who's like in that closest circle to you. Then you go one circle out further. Who's in that? What would you call that level of friendship?
Family.
Oh, so best friend's closer than family.
No.
Casey?
Oh, you're talking. Wait, I'm confused now. Wait.
Okay, so let's put it this way. We're starting with you. You're in the center. Okay, you're in the center circle. That's you. We're gonna move one
I'm
step
confused.
out. Who's closest to you? That one step away from like you as an individual. Who's closest to you?
Oh, okay. So it is. Yeah, she's right. The friend.
Okay.
And then it goes friend, and then it goes family.
Got you. But what makes someone a best friend versus a friend? Like how are they different? I know there's a difference, but what is it? What was it, Casey?
Someone you can trust more.
Okay. Deeper level of trust. Cheyenne?
Spend more time with them.
Okay. Quality time with them. I like that. Okay. So we're moving out to the friend level. After friend, what comes next?
After best friend.
So you got you, best friend, friend. Is there another layer of like people that you interact with or are friendly with? Associates? Acquaintance, associates, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
You like see them here and there, but you're not really close and you don't really know much about each other.
Oh, and here's Keisha. Hi, Keisha. Hey, Keisha.
Hi. I've been here in a while.
No, you're good. We're actually talking about.
I just read her Miss Emily's text message, and I was in the middle of cleaning, so I was like, might as well.
No, all good, all good. We're actually talking about friendship today. And Casey, can I share something about you that you said? Can I share it, Casey? Yeah. Okay, Keisha, I asked Casey to tell me to name a friend, and the first friend she came up with was you.
Period.
But Keisha, what we're talking about right now is like levels of friendship. So we said like you have your best friend, then you have a friend, then you have acquaintances or associates. And we're defining what an acquaintance or associate is.
Mm-hmm. And okay.
So how would you like define that? We're kind of in the middle of that.
A friend is someone who's always there for you, who's been there for you, who you've known for a good amount of time. An associate is someone you associate with from time to time or every day that you know, like, you don't call them your friend, you call them your associate because, like, it's not your friend. I have associates and I have friends. I have 3 friends and I have a whole bunch of associates. But they be calling me their friend. I'm not your friend. Okay?
Okay. Keisha, you brings a really good point. Like, do you have people, how do you handle that when people consider you to be their friend or they feel a deeper connection in your friendship than you feel?
I just be like, girl, I'm not your fucking I'm not your friend.
All right.
Sorry.
It's okay. It happens. What about you, Casey? Like when people are like, they want to be your friend, like they think you're cool, they want to be connected to you, but you don't really.
Because they know who my friends are.
They don't want to be your friend because of who your friends are.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a second about like kind of the association piece of like the people you surround yourself with. What about you, Cheyenne? Have you ever been in a situation where someone wanted to be your friend, but you weren't really like feeling it like that?
No, I mean, kind of, but not really.
Okay. That was kind of a random thought, but I want to get back to the associates thing. Would your classmates be considered associates, or I mean, some of them?
Yes.
If I talk to them, if not, just my classmates.
Okay, so associates are closer than classmates.
Yep, because I talk to my associate.
Okay, gotcha.
Casey, it's associates. You said associates.
Same difference. Same difference. It's all right. So we're kind of in that outer rim when we get to like classmates. Where does like social media friends come into play? Like where do they fall?
Depends.
Below associates.
Below the associates?
What you mean about social media?
So, like, I'll give you for example. So I have like a couple
The
hundred
people that you talk to on social media.
like followers or like your friends on Facebook. Like those people, like I have probably a couple hundreds of friends on Facebook, but like
Yeah,
I don't know those people.
I talk to like people on Facebook that I never met in real life before. A lot.
Yeah. So would you consider them close?
Yeah, close associates. They're not my friends, obviously. I never like met them and stuff.
Okay. What do you think about that, Cheyenne? Like an online friend, can they be a friend, or do they stay in that kind of associates level?
I feel like it just depends on like if you guys talk a lot. Because I mean, I feel like you could be best friends with someone you never met before in real life. Like if you talk to them on the phone and FaceTime them, you could like build a relationship through the phone.
Okay. I'd agree with that. I mean, there's people that get married without ever meeting people. They have like an online friendship and they fall in
That's
love.
crazy.
Yeah, how do
I
you?
mean, I get the French part, but the marrying.
It happened. I mean, think about it right now. Like, if you were in love with someone and you can't see them, you got to use the internet right now. You got to use video chat. That's the only way you can communicate with them.
Yeah, but marrying and never seeing each other ever.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We'll have a conversation about that another day because we'll talk about like actual like dating relationships in a different session. But let's stick with the friend piece. The next thing I want to do is do a little bit of activity. So we're gonna do friendship bingo. So I'm gonna put up like a bingo board on the screen for you. And what I want you to do is pick out 5 of these character traits in a friend that are the 5 most important qualities to you. So let me present it real quick.
Hold on, someone keeps calling me, and I'm like, I'm at school right now. It's like, no, I'm just fine. Hold on a minute.
All right. So let me make sure I can fit this on the page. All right. So if you take a look at this, can everyone see it?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to read these over.
Wait, what am I looking at?
And you're gonna the screen that's up there right now. You see it? It's like a checkered board or a grid.
Hold on. Oh, okay, I see it.
All right. So what I want you to do is take a minute and I want you to pick 5 of these that you think are the most important qualities in a friend. Take a minute, think about it.
I already got my 5.
And all
Me
right,
too.
so is that Keisha? See, when I present, I can't see you guys. That's Keisha that's talking, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Keisha, can you give me your 5? And every time you say one, I'm going to put a little mark in that box.
All right. Supportive.
Supportive. Okay.
Honest.
Honest.
Good listener.
Okay.
Can forgive.
Can forgive.
And trustworthy.
And trustworthy. All right. Cheyenne, you want to go next?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Loyal.
Loyal. Okay.
Non-judgmental.
Okay.
Genuine.
Gotcha.
Adventurous.
Adventurous.
Was that 4 or 5?
That was 4.
Oh,
You guys, you can pick the same ones too.
yeah, and honest.
Honest. Okay. Casey.
Funny.
Funny. Okay.
Loyal.
Say it again.
Loyal.
Loyal. Okay.
Good listener.
Okay.
Trustworthy.
Gotcha.
And respectful.
Respectful. Okay. I'm gonna put mine in. I'm gonna go with. I should have thought of this before I made you guys do it. I'm gonna go with dependable, trustworthy, respectful, loyal, and I'll go with honest. So the top ones that we came up with are trustworthy, loyal, honest, good listener, and respectful. So what I want to do is kind of focus on these three real quick. When you say loyal, what does that mean?
They're not going to switch up on you and talk about you behind your back. Like, like kind of like being disrespectful towards you too. I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
They're not going to switch up on you, so they won't like betray you, go behind your back. Okay. You got Keisha and Casey. Do you want to add anything to loyal?
Basically what she said, like, don't talk about me to other people that don't like me, you know?
Keisha, you bring up an interesting point. If I'm going to use Casey as an example because you guys are friends, can Casey be friends with someone that doesn't like you?
Yeah.
Okay, so just making sure.
As long as she doesn't talk about me to that person.
No,
I mean, she's gonna tell me. She's gonna tell me if they talk about me.
To me, it's like, don't be friends with someone who don't like me, because if they don't like me, they're obviously speaking about me, and if you're with them, then y'all both speaking about me. So don't be friends with someone I don't like, because I wouldn't do it to you.
I'm not normally friends with people that my friends don't like. I'm just not friends with them. Like, I'll talk to them, like I'll say hi and bye, but I won't have conversations with them.
I don't
so they might be
I them no.
So they might be an associate, but they're not a friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not even an associate. I don't even, you know.
Casey, would you be mad if Keisha was friends with someone that you didn't get along with?
No, I wouldn't be mad, but I would just probably distance myself from her, because if one person is speaking about me that doesn't like me, she's there. She's obviously just listening to them speak about me, or she's doing it with them, and I don't want to be a part of that. So.
Okay. Again, this is hypothetical. I don't want you guys to like get mad at each other or anything. This is just for the conversation. Okay. With loyalty, it's funny that we have Casey and Keisha talking, but with loyalty, do you expect it to be like a two-way street? Like, I'll be loyal to you, you're loyal to me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go on to, I think, what's the difference between being trustworthy and being honest?
Trustworthy is like, I could trust you around my boyfriend without you doing nothing with him. And honest is I can leave the room and my boyfriend's in there with you, and you tell me if he's texting another girl or not, basically.
Okay. Casey, would you agree with that definition?
I mean, yeah.
What about you, Cheyenne?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask, when it comes to honesty, is a good friend someone who's honest even though you don't want to hear it?
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where like your friend was honest with you and it's something you didn't want to hear and it made you angry?
That's how Keisha feels every time I talk to her about something.
But Keisha, if that's how you feel, but you know that Casey's coming from a good place because she's your friend, right?
Yeah. Whatever,
okay.
Casey.
I think when you're talking about honesty between friends, you got to always keep in mind, like, your friends aren't going to do stuff that's going to hurt you. You know what I mean? They're being honest with you because they want the best for you, or they don't want you to get hurt more than anything. We talked about listening before with communication, but as a friend, respect. What is, like, in a friendship, what is respect? Like, how do we see that?
You're not like respectful, like being respectful. You're not gonna like try to hurt. Oh my goodness, try to hurt your feelings on purpose, or like do things that'll hurt your feelings, and like respect your things and stuff. Don't like break anything on purpose. Like, pretty much just like respecting you and things you have.
Like respecting you and anything connected to you. So like respecting your emotions, respecting your property, things like that. Okay. Casey, what do you think about respect when you talk about your friends?
Well, me and my friends, we talk to each other anyway, but we know our boundaries. Like,
yeah, don't say no messed up stuff.
Yeah, that you like aren't actually trying to be joking about. Like, there's some stuff we'll joke with each other, but you know what to not joke about. Like, some stuff is just stuff you don't say.
That's true, and I think that comes along with friendship. Like, I hate to say this, friends know what can hurt you. You know what I mean? They're close to you, and they know if they talk about this one topic, it's really going to hurt you. Versus they can joke around about something else. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a fun way to kind of think about when you evaluate your friends, make sure that they're meeting these requirements. You know what I mean? Don't just be friends with anybody. It's more about, okay, we can be associates, but if you're not meeting my requirements of trust, loyal, honest, respect, and listening, we can't really be at that close. What I'm going to do now is stop presenting for a second. And what I'm going to have us do is we're going to shift into the community discussion. So I'm going to cut off the live stream and stop the recording for a second. Just give me 1 second to transition.
I thought I was screen recording. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's all good. So we stopped streaming and now we stop recording.